Welcome back to Face to Face. Ron Lynn, the head of development services for the county, is joining us to talk about the problems found at the Harmon at the CityCenter project. I had one of the new county commissioners on this program this week, Steve Sisolak, and he equated the structural flaws in that project with a public safety issue. Listen to this.
This is a long-term public safety issue, just like police and fire, and those are public safety issues. If there's a structural integrity issue with a high-rise project that's going up in Las Vegas, that's an enormous problem. It could be an enormous problem. We can't risk that. Now, whether or not we should be using these outside consultants to do these inspections, I don't know.
You think you're going to look into that? Is that something?
Absolutely, it's something I need to look into.
Okay, a couple of questions come up out of this. This consulting firm that was used, is it doing other projects in Las Vegas?
Yes, they are.
How many?
A multitude of projects.
Are you worried now, Mr. Lynn, that they're not doing the job there? You stated they didn't do their job. Are you worried they're not doing their job on other projects?
Yes.
And so what are you doing about that?
Well, we have a hearing right now. What we're doing is, first, we conduct an investigation of not only this project, but other related projects. Second, there was summary removal of the inspectors on this job. First of all, we got to clear up this job, make sure it works correctly. Finally, in dealing with this firm, they're going to be subjected to a potential disciplinary hearings. Right now, there's already been fees paid. We levy fees. We don't call them fines for legal purposes, of approximately $20,000, $16,500 for them, more for other things.
The real question here, of course, is maybe there's just a couple of bad apple inspectors who are working for this company. Or is this a systemic problem at this company? Can you get to the bottom of that? I mean, do you have the resources, first of all, to go out and look at all the other sites that they're on? That's the first question. Secondly, how do we know that there aren't other buildings that have these same kinds of problems in Clark County?
Well, I'll try to answer them in order.
Okay.
First of all, we do have the resources to go ahead and conduct the investigation. We can pull people off other things because the investigation is of paramount importance. This is a reputable firm. They have excellent inspectors, some of the finest in the industry. You are correct. These were two inspectors that did not do their job. So we have to differentiate between the firm and the inspectors. But we also have to look at where was their oversight of the inspectors' activities. This will all come out in the investigation and whatever subsequent hearings are a result of the investigation.
What about the possibility this could be going on in other job sites in Clark County? Forget about these consultants. And does this system work? You comfortable with the system the way it's set up?
I am comfortable with the system. This is a system that is used nationwide. This is a system that puts specialists. When we talk special inspections, we're talking about people with specific expertise in the area, specific national, international certifications that are very difficult to get out there looking at the specific work full-time, which we as a government entity could not be doing.
The people who are doing this, though, and this is the issue I raised with Alexandra, is the people who are doing this are not working for the government. They're not working for the taxpayers. They're working for the private firm, which has every interest, you would think, to make sure things are done as cheaply as possible. I'm not suggesting any company wants their buildings not to be safe. That would be insane, right? But on the other hand, there have been problems like this in other places. Why shouldn't they work directly for you?
Well, part of the problem is the cost. If we were to employ the 1,200 special inspectors and all the other people that would support it, it would be 4 or 5 times what my total staff would be right now. And it would be millions of dollars that somehow would be borne. Now, the argument that MGM pays for it only goes so far. The nature of construction is cyclic. What happens when this job is over? These large firms push people all over the country. And also, as you have mentioned on the show, it's much more difficult to be laying off government workers than it is for a private company.
What about the rush to completion that's been raised about CityCenter? Do you think that played a factor here at all? Is there anything that you know about that you could say that might have played a factor in what happened over there?
I don't know of anything in the speed. We don't look at speed as an issue. We're out there reviewing the activities that take place.
But you could find out if things are being done in a rushed way. I mean, I would think that's part of what you're able to discern when you go out to a site, no?
Not necessarily, but certainly not in this case. This did not appear rushed. It was wrong. They didn't save any money doing this. There didn't seem to be any implication of that at all. If they called for 10 bars, number 8 bars, which is the size of the bar, they put 10 bars in some cases, but they put it in the wrong place.
How long is the investigation going to take? When will we have some kind of conclusion as to what really happened and whether this is a problem that other sites have to worry about? Probably
another 2 weeks. This investigation has been going on for months now, so it's actually running to its terminus.
And you'll report to the county commission then?
Certainly, I will write a management information report and the full status of it.
All right. Ron Lynn, I appreciate your willingness to come on the program and talk about this. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. On the next face-to-face, North Las Vegas Mayor Michael Montandon has his eye on the governor's mansion. Why is he taking on an incumbent from his own party? And what's he doing about the problems in his own city? We'll ask Mayor Montandon about that and more on the next face to face.